Yeah. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Right. Yeah. Let's get started. Um, yeah. So this is our agenda for tonight. Sorry, it's a little bit delay. I have problem with my laptop here. Yeah. So we'll be talking about some stuff about this, some prerequisite knowledge. Talk about some network automations, a Mikrotik interface for automations, and then tips and tricks. And then, if possible, we can do live practice. Okay, so here are the topics for tonight, and let's continue. So introduction. So we are, for those who are new, and I'm sure some of you are new to DLC networks. So we are an organization. Our areas are training and IT consulting. We are doing Mikrotik, Ubiquiti, Linux, programming as well. We have product for a radius manager, and then we do a regular event like we are doing today. And my name is Ahmad Mardiansyah. I'm from Bandung. I'm Linux user, Mikrotik user, whatever user, many users, Facebook user, Google user, Apple user, Mac user, Windows user, Linux user, many users. Okay. But today we'll be talking about the Mikrotik, right? Uh, uh, Guys, if you have LinkedIn, and then we can connect. So I would like to connect with you guys. So hopefully we can open a new opportunities in the future. And this is our past experience. Mostly we are doing network support, doing migration, doing integration. Not only networking, but we also integrate with other things like billing. Billing is good, right? That's where the money come from. We do project in Congo, in Malaysia, in Africa, in Libya, in Europe, in United Kingdom, in Korea, in yeah. But nowadays, most of the projects are not far from Indonesia, like yeah, in Indonesia itself, and then some stuff in the neighboring country. So about the webinar, we do our first webinar in January. So guys, if you want to share something, and then just let us know. We have done several uh, a webinar in the past where the speakers are not from GLC network. So it's feel free to share knowledge. Introduce yourself. Yes, thank you. I can see here people from Africa. Okay. Oh, from Kenya. Wow. From Indonesia again, from Pandeglang. Okay. From Pakistan. Right. Thank you. And from nothing else? Oh, okay. Looks like everyone here is already familiar with the network automation, right? Okay. Anyone from the country that I didn't mention? From, yes, from Kalimantan. From Timor-Leste, Victor Felipe. Okay, thank you. Thanks for coming. Hope you enjoy the webinar. All right, let's continue. So prerequisite. So I assume you already know the stuff here. First, programming. Second, programming. Third, actually, is another programming. Okay, because network automation is nothing but programming. Okay, we are talking here and there, and automation, but you don't know programming. It's bullshit. Yeah. Of course, you need to have an idea about the automation itself. We had a webinar that was discussing the automation. And then, of course, because today we're talking about the Mikrotik, we assume you already know how to use Mikrotik device. Yeah. Oh, okay. So guys from India, right? Thank you. From Nepal, yes. Thank you as well. So hope everyone safe over there, everywhere you are. Okay, again, thank you for joining the webinar. Okay, so first is the programming. Okay, so at least you know what's the meaning of variables, the data types, what's the difference between integer and decimal and string. Okay, you need to understand how to use the commands or keywords like print here. Okay, so variable is this one. Okay, and then the operations here is like plus, okay, minus, multiplication, division, and then modulus. Array like this one. Okay, so in Python we call it list. In other programming languages called array, and then loop. Okay, for example, for loop, while loop. Okay, things like that. So I assume you already know that kind of things. Okay. And then let's talk about automation. Automation is blah, 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 blah. So automation basically is this is a formal definition. Okay, you can Google it. So basically, we do automation when we want to achieve higher performance. Yeah. So as the use of automatic equipment, see, here's the keyword. Okay, automation means automatic to have a minimal human intervention. Yeah, so that kind of device can work without human intervention. Okay, so that's the purpose for automations, because we want to reduce human involvement. So what's the benefit? Of course, there will be operational efficiency, so less human, less labor, yeah, so we can save more money, reduce probability of error, right? And then lower operational expenses, the same thing, like what we discussed before, yeah. Yeah, of course, when we implement automation, we put some money, okay? Automation is not free, okay? So we need to do something, and then there is a price for that. Okay, but when we compare to a human, uh, if that can be cheaper if we compare it to human. And another benefit is to reduce probability of errors. So sometimes yeah, human make mistakes. Okay, there are many mistakes in the network caused by human, and then yeah. So with the automation, we can reduce that. I have a question here. Will the presentation share to us? Yes. We'll share the slides on Slideshare. So if you know Slideshare, and then you can Google GLC networks, and then we put our slides over there. Okay, so this is the benefit. Okay, operational efficiency, blah 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 blah. Okay, so the purpose for automation is for efficiency. We want to reduce money. Okay. Reducing expense, increasing sales, so we get the margin. Okay, yeah, so that's the purpose for organization, right? to increase the margin. How to increase the margin? Increase sales, reduce the expense, and then what we are talking tonight is a part of a strategy of reducing expenses. So when we talk about network, managing network requires FCAPS. What is FCAPS? So first, I think, oh, okay. Yeah, so here. So what is FCAPS? So FCAP is an acronym, stands for fault management, yeah, fault management, configuration management, accounting management, performance management, and then security management. So FCAPS, yeah. So this is the area or aspects when we want to manage a network. So FCAP, FCAP, FCAP. So if you Google it, and then these FCAP concepts are very common for managing networks, either telecommunication networks. My background was telecommunications. Yeah, you know, like telecommunication, 3G, 4G, 5G. Yeah, so that kind of networks, and the network is big. So that's why they come up with an idea of FCAPS. So in order to manage a network, so these are the aspects that you need to manage. Okay, so does Mikrotik support? Okay, I have a question. Does Mikrotik support FCAPS? Well, sorry, FCAPS is a general concept. Okay, general concept. Fault management is how you manage a fault. For example, if there is a complaint, there is a faulty, and then you need to have a kind of a platform to handle that. So FCAP is more to the management, and then after the FCAP, so at least after you FCAP, and then in the real world, there comes with the application. Okay, so the application for FCAPs. Okay, so does Mikrotik support FCAP functions? Well, FCAP is implementing on the network. Okay, so you have FCAPs, and then with FCAP you are managing your network. Okay, and then the network has network device. It can be Mikrotik, can be Cisco, can be other vendors. And then that depends how you want to manage with FCAPS. Okay, with configuration management, yes, Mikrotik has how you configure your management. For example, by exporting the configurations like Cisco does. Accounting, so what kind of accounting? Usually we use radius. Performance, what kind of performance? Okay, here we can use maybe in the future, I think it's a good idea for having a specific webinar that is discussing for network management. So what kind of network management? But tonight we don't talk about much. We don't talk much about this networking. But thing is, that depends. Yes, to some extent, the Mikrotik support FCAPS, and so as other vendors. Okay, so remember FCAPS. Yeah. Next is network automation. So first question that comes to your mind is what to automate. Okay, fault configuration. So of course, because we already discussed about FCAPS. So when we talk about the automations, we want to automate these things, right? The FCAPS. Okay, yeah, same thing. Unit automations. Yeah, when do you need automation? Okay, if you have many nodes. Okay, so if your nodes is only 1 or 2 routers, you don't need automation because that makes your head dizzy. Okay, because automations requires more skills compared to what you have right now. Okay, so first, if you have many nodes, okay, and then you want to manage them efficiently. First, this is the I mean, this is just my opinion. Okay, so before you said you want to implement automations, when do you need it? Okay, so first, in my opinion, you have many nodes and then you want to manage them. Next, you want to reduce something. Okay, so what are some things? Can be money, can be network labor time, can be workers, and then be human error. Okay, look guys, implementing automation, if it is successful, and then it can reduce money. If it is not successful, it's just waste of money. Okay. Yeah, so again, automations, yeah, many people said automation, reduce money, reduce money, reduce money. Yes, of course, I agree. With one note, if it is success, okay. If not success, and then you're just wasting money. Okay. So automation steps, first analyze network. Okay. And then identify key pain point or areas you want to automate. Automation tools, and then consult with all teams, doing training, and then explore, experiment, and expand. Okay, so these are the automation steps. So not all things needs to be automated. Okay, usually repetition. So usually automation is implemented on the things that people often do. Okay, again and again. For example, creating user, delete user, and so on and so forth. Okay. This is topology. Okay, so usually automation consists of two nodes. Okay, so first is the first is the control node. Okay, so the two nodes, and then manage node. Okay, so this is from Ansible. Okay, so control node can be one node that has access to manage node. Okay, so manage node can be router, switches, or operating system. Okay. Second is agent versus agentless. So even automation. So I'm talking here automation, network automation in general. Okay, so I'm not talking about the specific tools for automations like Ansible. Actually, in our network, in some extent we use Ansible. In other extent, we don't use Ansible. So Ansible is not silver bullet where you can use for many applications. No, it's not. Okay, so first one option is agent by agent. So you have to install something on managed node, or you can use agentless. You just use. Oh, okay, so I need to update something here. So you just use a current interface to access uh, the 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 node. Okay, so you don't have to install something. So it's called agentless. And then for automation interface, so remember, we have a control node, we have manage node, and then the control node needs to be able to access the manage node. Okay, so the next question is how can the control node access the manage node? So via interface. So on manage node here, there will be an interface here where the control node access the manage node through that interface. So what are the examples of the interface? Okay, here it is. Okay, SSH protocols, HTTP protocol, and others. Can be other ports or other methods. So this is a common interface for automation. So you log in through SSH, or previously some support telnet. Okay. This is very popular, HTTP. Okay, HTTP or HTTPS. HTTPS is similar to HTTP but with encryption. That's the difference. So either you can use, there is a web interface, okay, or we can access through API, or other stuff like other ports for automation. Okay, so I said here is the one example of web interface, and then for example this is an example. Okay, so this is one example of for an end user. So the configuration will be like this is web server. Okay, and then this is control node. Okay, so here it is, and this is manage node. Okay, this is another node. Okay, so here it is. So this is user. So user access the web server, and where you can see this interface like this, okay, and then the web server will tell the control node, okay, send this command. So does TR069 is kind of network automation? Yes, yes, I can say. So that's the definition of network automation here, right? Okay, so what to automate? So I will say yes, TR069 is used to do automation on network. Yes, correct. So and then we have a discussion or webinar regarding TR069. It was very good, right? Yeah, so here, for example, you can send commands. Okay, so interface print, then we send delay, and then we send a command to set the DNS for particular DNS, particular host. So, and then you pick here the host, and then these commands will be sent to those nodes. All right. So let's talk about Mikrotik. Mikrotik has interface. Yes, Mikrotik has interface. And then the way we access Mikrotik is based on this interface, or we call it service. So Mikrotik provides service, and then service provides, one of the service provides access. So why there is a service in the Mikrotik? Because in the beginning, of router, okay, so you go to router here, there's a router there. In the early, why do we need service on network device? Okay, so you have a network here, okay, connect to this and connect to this. You have a network here and then connect to that. So in the beginning, when we configure a router, actually we have to go directly and then put our laptop here directly to the router. Okay, so we log in, we go to the router physically, configure it, and then go back home. Okay, so we don't need. There is no service in the router. In the future, okay, we want to have more. You want to achieve efficiency, so that's why. So why don't we? So there is an idea. Why don't we set a service here and the router so that we can access from remote? Okay, so that's the reason why why the routers vendor like Mikrotik and other vendors provide services on their routers. Yeah, that's one way. One reason for do that is to provide access to the router, and then the access is not physical access. So we can access our router from remote places, right? So here it is. Okay, we have services, and then here are the services. Okay, FTP, SSH, Telnet, Winbox, and this is the web interface. Okay, or we call it WebFIC. Okay, so that's an example. Yeah, so Telnet is Telnet, and so on and so forth. And then, yeah, that's it. So let's do some live practice here. So I cannot, yeah, because this is I only have one router, so I cannot share the access with you guys. So hopefully you can do this at home. Yeah, sorry for that. So if it is programming, then I can give you the access to our server. Okay. Okay, so I will share my whole screen here. Guys, if you have a questions, and then just let me know. Okay. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so this is my, so can anybody see my desktop? So if you can see my desktop, and then just please let me know. Okay. Okay, I have one router here, name this one. Okay. So this is my control node, and then this is my manage node. Okay, so this is the manage node, and then, oh, sorry, the control node, and this is the manage node. Okay. So here it is. Okay, so this is a plain router, so we can see this is services, and the IP address is this. So let's do the ping first. 10.40.57.57. Yes, there. We can do. Can we do telnet? Yes, login admin, and then password is password. Yeah, okay, it works. Yeah, so I can log in, and then here I can say, for example, I'm creating a user here for login, usually PPP secret, right? So /PPP secret print. Okay, so here I can add name user one. Okay, with password of password. Very simple, and then I can see something here, right? So this is one example how to access the node using a telnet, but it's not recommended. Okay, because telnet is not encrypted, so it's recommended to use um, a way that has encryption. In this case, is SSH. Okay. What about FTP? FTP is just for data transfer. It's not for, that's not for automation. Well, you can do it like you can set up is like you put a script, and then you can set up a scheduler where if the Mikrotik sends or see a script, and then it will be automatically executed. Yeah. But the purpose for FTP here is to file transfer. Okay. Yeah. All right. So that's telnet, and then other is SSH. Okay, SSH. Okay, let's check the system users. Oh, where is users? System. Oh, it's blocking me. Okay, system users. Okay, there are two users. Okay, admin, and then admin via SSH. Okay, so I just log in with admin. 10.40.7.57. Okay. Oh, okay. So yeah, so previously I already have fingerprint for that particular IP address. So, and then it's changed because I just replace the settings, the configurations. I just reset the configuration. Okay, if you do reset like this, yeah, if reset configuration, no default configuration, it will create the new SSH key. Yeah, so when you try to log in with SSH, there is a warning. We can remove this. Okay. That's fine. It's okay, and then we can just log in again, and there will be a what is it? A prompt. Okay, let's just put the password. Yes. All right. Okay, so I'm in. Okay, so if I already in, and then I can create a new users. User number 2. See, I can see user number 2 created here. All right, so quick. Yeah, so that's another way to configure the Mikrotik. Okay, okay, I can delete this files. Is it possible that I can just send a bunch of commands to Mikrotik? Yes, it's possible. You can use -C, okay, and then here's the command. And then in the command, you say you want to do something. Okay, let's say creation of users. Yeah, of course, yeah, you have to put password. And then there you go. See, so it means that you create something here, and then the command will be executed at the Mikrotik side. Correct? Now, it is very, very annoying if you keep asking for password. Okay, if you have 100 hosts, then you have to type 100 times. So, which is not good. Okay, for 1 or 2 hosts, it's okay, but if you have 200 hosts, it's not good. 2 hosts is okay, but 200 is not good. So yeah, so this is why SSH comes very handy. It allows you to log in without the what is asking for a password, so by using key. Okay, so you have to generate a key, and then you have to log in via the key. So how to generate the key? So SSH key again. Okay, blah blah blah. Oops, it's already exists. Okay, /home live20 .ssh. Okay, so I already have the key. So let's check them. ID RSA. Okay, so RSA, ID RSA, this is the private key. This is how the key looks like. Oh, okay, so a bunch of characters, so it doesn't look like a key. So this is a cryptographic key, okay. There was a webinar that is discussing the key, okay, security when we talk about the IPsec. Okay, IPsec is really heavily on cryptography, on encryption. And then using encryption, we have 2 keys. First is the private key, second is the public key. So you have 2 keys here. Okay, this is your the first key, and then this is the public key. Okay, and then dot pub. Yeah, so a public key is much more smaller. Okay, so the one that we put on the managed node is the public key. Okay, how to do that? So we have to put we have to transfer the public key into the Mikrotik. So how do we transfer that? Well, we can use FTP, or we can use SSH. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's pwd. Okay, so this is my home directory. So I will put my public key here, cp ssh id rsa pub here. Okay, so here it is, the public key, and then I will transfer this public key to the Mikrotik. Okay, so I will see the the key here. Okay, so let's do that. FTP 10. Let's do admin at 10.40.7.57. Oh, FTP not found. Okay, let me install them. So I need to install the FTP client. Let me install the FTP first. Okay, looks okay. Okay. So now it connects. Oh, okay. So the command was not correct. So FTP and then the IP address. Okay, now I have to put the name, admin, and then put the password. Okay, there, ls-l, and then I can see all files here. So I will put the files to there. How do I do that? Okay, using command put. Okay, and then what's the name? idrsa.pub. Okay, transfer, and then I will see something here. Okay, as simple as that. Then you quit, exit, done. Or other alternative is we can use SCP, right? So let's say I will delete this one. Okay. So SCP, this file to admin at 10.40.7.57 slash, yeah, at the home directory. Okay, and then copy, put the password. Oh, sorry. Then such files. SCP error. Try again. Yeah, it works. Okay, so as you can see, there is a file here. So I just shown you the way how to transfer a files from control node to manage node here. Okay, so I already have the IDRSA. So the next things that I want to do is I have two files here. Okay, I'm sorry, I have two users. So first is admin, second is admin via SSH. Okay. So next time, if I want to log in through the second user here, and then I will not be asked for password. Okay, so I need to import SSH key for that particular user. Okay, so let's check. So SSH using admin via SSH on 40.7.57. Yes. Yeah, so I'm still being asked with the password. Okay. So I quit. So as you can see, if I'm login from this control node, okay, to this IP address, okay, using this user, and then it will ask for password. Okay, right, and then quit. Yeah. So I already put here ID RSA pub. So what I will do is to import this, to import the public key to and assign it to a particular user. So as you can see, import SSH key or user admin via SSH, and then the key file is this. So import, and then yeah, as simple as that. So let's do again. Admin. See, then I can log in without password. Okay, so I can do whatever I like here. Quit. Yeah, so I can SSH, so it's up to me, man. Yeah, I can create users slash IP slash PPP secret. Okay, slash PPP secret at name user one. Okay, password is password. Okay, and then semicolon for the second command, right? Slash PPP secret at name user 2, password is password. All right. Okay, let's try again. Okay, put here a semicolon. Yeah, so it's done. Okay, as simple as that. And then you want to, if you want to delete, yes, it's possible. PPP secret. What's the command? Yeah, so so if you want to delete PPP secret, what is called remove. Okay, remove numbers. Okay, and then because we don't know the numbers, we can use this utility find. Okay, so please find where the user name equals to user one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's the command. So I just copy this into my command. Okay, name is user one. Yeah. Oh yeah. User one is already deleted. So I will delete the user number 2. Yes, done. Right, so yeah, that's one example of automation, one of automations. And then perhaps I can show you a project here that we prepare for testing. Yeah, this is at host 1. Ah, yeah. So perhaps we can use this one. System script print. All right. Yeah. So this is an example. Okay. So this is automation of firewall script, as you can see. Uh, yeah. Okay. So this is a firewall, right? Okay. So as you can see, we have firewalls here and firewall there. So let me check. Okay. So I have a layer 7 protocol as well. Okay. So let me delete them. And then, for example, this is a mangle rule. Okay. Yeah, for example, we delete from here to this one, I think. Yes. So let's say I accidentally deleted the firewall rules. Okay. So when we create a firewall, and then as you can see, so yeah, see, it will create it automatically, right? Using the script. See, I'm not doing anything here. So what I'm doing is executing a script. Okay, and then the script will do many things for me. Okay, oh yeah, which is impressive. Okay, so anytime you delete, no problem. I can just run the script and then everything will goes back to normal. See, it's still running, including the script on the firewall filter here. So I think in the future, yeah, because of this automation stuff, yeah, many manual tasks will be will be done automatically. For example, configuring the firewall. Yeah, see, as you can see, I already delete all of the roles here, and then after I execute the script, and then it will goes back to the what I intended to do. Okay, so any questions? Aminullah untuk sebenarnya yes, okay, thank you, yes. Next question, everything we type or edit or update syntax, is it possible generate to the documents or history? As we can see what have been updated, is someone handed over to another? No, there is no log file. So if you change something, yeah, it will say there is a change something here, okay, and the log, and then yeah, you can say you can save the log to other system. Yeah. Okay, so all logs here will be saved to that particular log server. Okay, we call it log server. Okay. So what we can do is, for example, for checking the configuration, we can do like /export, right? Yeah. So these are the configuration for this particular Mikrotik. Okay. That's too much. Okay. So that's one way. So you export the things over there for you export the what is it? Export the output, yeah, to a files. Okay, so anything else? Yes, welcome. Yeah, so this is one way. So the thing is, again, as I mentioned here, tips and tricks. I don't have tips. Well, the first important tips is number one here: programming, and programming. Okay. I think I've put it in the slide before, right? No. Oh, okay. I need to update the slides here, so to show you how important is the programming skill if you want to do automation. Okay. Oh, sorry, I don't understand. No, translates. Sorry, I don't understand. Okay, so yeah, also filter here. If I can delete, for example, I can delete this one. Okay, and then I can delete again here. Uh, perhaps start from this to this. Okay. All right. So let's. So here we have 58 items, and then here we have 3 items. Okay. Let's. I will do. I will start. I will run the script. Okay, and then let's see what happened. So here we only have 3 items. Now we have 12 items, so I didn't do anything. Okay. And then from the Mangle here, previously only 58 items. Now I have 108 items, which is great. Previously, I already delete all layer 7 protocols. So now it's coming back at in the beginning, like 22 items, right? So at least you have an idea what kind of automations you want to put on your uh, network device. For me, I would prefer to use a command line interface like this. Okay, so instead of I'm not using Ansible. Okay, I'm not using Ansible because yeah, it's I mean not so many modules for Mikrotiks. Okay, so I created so we created our own Mikrotik script for those things. Okay, so it is very save our life because it can save our time. Yeah, we have to implement many Mikrotik sites, and then each site has more than one Mikrotik. So we just upload the scripts, and then everything will be created automatically. So I think yeah, that's wonderful for us. Okay. Uh, I have a question. What programming language do you recommend to start? Well, for Mikrotik, Mikrotik has their own script, so better use that. Okay, Mikrotik script. Yeah, here it is. I can show you the website. Yeah, Mikrotik scripting. You know, if you understand the logic, and then you should be. This one should not be hard for you. Okay, so again, uh, what's the different what's the important things about programming is your logic, right? So if you understand, if you have logic is okay, and then migrating from Python to PHP to a Mikrotik script here it should be no problem. Okay, because yeah, logic is similar. Okay, but of course you need time for adaptation. Yes, that's true. Uh, but yeah, should be no problem for you. Okay, so yeah, hopefully that answered the questions. uh, Programming language. Yeah, I do programming since my junior high school using BASIC, and then I move on to Pascal and then PHP, and then yeah, now I'm handling Mikrotik, so I prefer if you want to handling Mikrotik, and then I suggest you to use this one. I don't use Ansible. We try Ansible, yes, we try Ansible, but man, that is not not comfortable if you're managing Mikrotik with Ansible. Because Ansible is using modules, right? So you have to rely on those modules. With scripting like this, yeah, you can write any algorithm you like. Okay. Right, so that was the, hopefully that answered the questions. But for starting programming, I suggest you to learn Python language, because Python force you to make a good code. Yeah, because there is no open brackets, close brackets, but you have to use consistent indentation. This is very important in Python. Next, with the automation you already explained, will it recover the accidentally deleted rows? Yes, 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 yes. So if you accidentally delete this one, and then yeah, when we implement, like what I said, okay, I deleted some of the rules here, and then run the script, and then it goes back to normal. Ansible, yeah, Puppet, good evening. Implemented. Do you implement in real network? Yes, yes. So this script is already implemented in the real routers. Okay. So if somebody there accidentally deletes some of the things, and then yeah, I just rerun the script, and then everything goes back to what we intended to. All right. What programming skill used in automations? I use Mikrotik script and then Python. Thank you for a good discussion. I have complete time. Okay, see you later. Yes, sure. And I think we're also running out of time. It's already more than 1 hour now. So it's time for photo session. Okay, guys. So please open up your camera. Okay. And then I will take some pictures from you. Yeah. Right. So okay, guys. Oh, okay. Before we close, I need to inform you that we have a participation here. We have a research. Okay. Research on our webinar. Okay. Okay, let me share. Yeah. Okay, so for those who are Indonesian, this is a place for there is opportunity to be a respondent for our research. Okay, please take a look, and then I'll take a picture. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thumbs up. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, great. And then for the second page, same thing. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay, guys. So I think that's all. Any more questions? Yeah. Again, the recording will be uploaded on YouTube. Slides will be uploaded on Slideshare. And then, yeah, for feedback, here it is. So please fill your feedback here. Okay, so that's the URL for feedback. Anything else, guys? Any more questions? So I would like to answer the question if possible. Yeah. For contact, you can contact our email. Yeah. Yeah. No problem with that. Any more questions before we close the session? No. All right. Well, guys, I think that's all. Thank you very much for coming to the webinar, and then see you in the next webinar. Goodbye. Bye-bye.